help me reach 1,000 subscribers. He stopped in the doorway of the restaurant, his expression faltering when he saw me. I didn't think I'd find you here, my husband said softly, his voice unsteady. My stomach dropped. I hadn't done anything wrong, nothing secret, nothing improper, but the scene spoke louder than the truth. I was seated across from my boss, papers spread between us, our heads close as we worked through a tight deadline. In that brief moment, I watched pain flicker across my husband's face before he tried to hide it. Wait, I said, pushing back my chair so quickly it screeched against the floor. This isn't what it looks like. He didn't answer right away. His eyes drifted over the table, the unfinished plates, the low lighting, the way my boss had been speaking animatedly just seconds before. Something in him seemed to crack. I thought you said you were staying late at the office, he finally said. We were, I replied quickly. The system went down. We came here just to finish the work. My boss stood, palms raised. I'll step out for a moment. He left without hesitation, but the space he created only made the silence heavier. On the drive home, my husband said nothing. His quiet felt sharper than anger. I kept trying to fill the space. Please, say something. When he finally spoke, his voice was thin and tired. Why didn't you tell me you were coming here? Why didn't you stop to think about how this would look? About how it would feel? I had no answer that mattered. He was right. I should have told him. A message, a call, anything. Instead, I'd let stress and deadlines blind me to the trust one was risking. That night, he wished me good night and gently closed the bedroom door behind him. The softness of it hurt more than if he'd slammed it. The next morning, he wasn't cruel or distant in an obvious way. He was careful, reserved, as if speaking too freely might expose how wounded he was. I explained again, but every word sounded hollow. Nothing happened, I said. I know, he replied, nodding, but it wasn't agreement. It was weariness. Over the next few days, I changed what I should have changed long ago. I stopped staying late. I turned down after-hours meetings. I told my boss I needed clear boundaries. He respected that. My husband noticed, yet the sadness in his eyes lingered. One evening, I asked quietly, "Do you trust me?" He paused for a long time. "I want to," he said. "But wanting to and being able to aren't the same right now." Tears burned my eyes. "Then let me earn it back." "I'm trying." "I see that," he whispered. What we were facing wasn't betrayal, it was neglect. I'd poured everything into work and left too little for us, forgetting that love needs presence, not just reassurance. A week later, he handed me an envelope. My hands trembled as I opened it, expecting the worst. Instead, I found a brochure, a couple's retreat focused on communication and rebuilding trust. "I booked it," he said gently. "Not because I'm giving up, but because I'm not ready to lose you." I broke down then, the kind of crying that comes from shame, relief, and hope all tangled together. "I'll do better," I promised. "You don't need to be perfect," he said. "Just honest." The retreat didn't fix everything overnight. It wasn't magical, but it was real. We talked, openly, painfully, about the distance we'd ignored and the fears we'd buried. I told him how overwhelmed I'd felt. He told me how invisible that made him feel. Months later, our relationship looked different. Stronger in a quieter way. Not flawless, but intentional. The final surprise came when my boss transferred departments. Before leaving, he smiled and said, "You're lucky. Most people don't fight for what they have." He was right. I almost didn't realize my marriage needed fighting for. My husband didn't walk away. He didn't accuse or punish me. He chose to believe in repair instead of ruin. And through that choice, he showed me what real commitment is. I did hurt him without meaning to. But in owning that hurt and working to heal it, I found a deeper kind of love. One rooted not in perfection but in accountability, effort, and the courage to begin again.